No.
I'm Christopher. This is Fatima. We've been doing a art procrastination podcast video series, and we've been really enjoying doing it. We've been talking about this for a while.
Yeah, in addition to the art procrastination long term, we want to do some
Married high school sweethearts.
married high school sweetheart chats.
Yeah, so we were high school sweethearts. We,
We met in the year 2000. Yeah,
eventually we got married.
And then
we weren't
we got married.
We weren't together the entire time, but we were always friends. We were always in communication.
Yeah.
We just weren't always dating.
Yeah, we probably started dating in like junior year, so like 2002.
Yeah, 2002.
And then we got engaged in 2016, got married in 2018. Yeah, so that's it. That's all.
Yeah.
We met in math class.
Well, so this is,
I heard about him, in the cafeteria.
Yeah, and I had seen her and taken note of her one time when she was visiting a teacher. Or actually, it was your friend who was visiting the teacher, right? And I was in the back of the class.
I don't remember the story.
Yeah, we figured it out, right? Haley was talking to a teacher.
You said it was when I was in 8th grade, right?
No, I don't know that. All I know is I was sitting in the back of a classroom, and you and somebody else came and talked to the teacher, and you stayed tacit and outside the door.
I prefer to stay tacit.
Yeah, and I saw you, and I was like, whoa, who is that girl?
Yeah.
And I had like visions of marriage and I was so embarrassed about this because it's embarrassing to like see somebody and think about this. So I put it out of my head until
we met in math class.
And the teacher did not like me. So she sat me next to
me.
Fatima because she was like...
Because I'm a goody two-shoes.
Yeah, she's a goody two-shoes. And she was like, this'll keep them on track. Even though I was fine. I was on track. She just didn't like me.
Yeah, we showed her.
Yeah, we did.
We broke her kidney.
That's not true. She did that to herself.
Oh my gosh. The lovely few people who are going to eventually watch this and then get that joke.
We would like to do some sort of continuing video series where we talk about things from this perspective.
Because not a lot of people are married high school sweethearts.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people who are married high school sweethearts got married in their 30s, which we did.
That's true. We were voted most unique in our high school senior yearbook.
And we're still getting voted most unique in our family every year.
Yeah. For this first one, we asked ChatGPT, said, would you give us a list of questions to ask married high school sweethearts? ChatGPT said, sure. The first question is, how did you first meet in high school? So we did just answer that.
Oh, we did that.
Number 2, what was your initial impressions of each other? So I said mine, embarrassingly love at first sight. What was yours?
So we, in math class, this is my first memory. I know that, I had heard of you, and you were around, and you were sitting next to me, and then our teacher was like, okay, work with partners, right? So we pushed our desks together, and then, we kept on, scooting, and scooting, and scooting.
We kept pushing our desks together more and more.
So that was my first impression of you.
Damn, that's smooth. That's like TV movie smooth.
Yeah.
I'm a Hallmark handsome.
And I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was definitely monitoring you for consent.
Yeah, and then, it was 2000. It didn't matter back then. We finished our problem sheet or whatever, and I was sitting on the radiator, thumbs up. If you ever sat on the radiator in high school. Because
whatever that thing is next to the window. Right?
Yeah, such a visceral memory. Such a strong, connection. So I was sitting on the radiator. We had those, windows that opened like this, right? And, like, so that window was open next to me, and I was sitting up there. And then you put your hand around my knee, like, right above my knee.
Okay.
And you said, "Your leg is so tiny, I could throw you out the window."
Yeah, I don't remember this. That feels very forward.
Yeah, but,
Put
like,
my
I
hand
think
around your leg.
this wasn't, like, the first time we met.
That's true,
Like,
yeah.
we were flirty already. We were from different spheres.
Yes, yes.
So, like, we didn't think that it was something that was going to happen.
That's really true. So we
So
were
it was totally safe to flirt.
we were in very different cliques.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was totally safe to flirt.
I don't think we had like a single
as strong
friend
as we did.
overlap. No.
Yeah, maybe Amanda eventually. But, like, was that after you were like, I'm gonna date her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 3. What was your first date like?
So our first date.
So this is hard because, like, what's a first date exactly?
Yeah, so for the kids, we started talking first. And we, like...
This was before texting was a thing.
Yeah.
But we had AIM, which is texting, but you have to use a computer to do it.
Yeah, but you had to call my house and then ask for me, right?
Yeah, so then we were aiming a little bit, which is texting. We were texting a little bit.
Yeah.
And then...
but not that much.
No,
It was more about the phone call.
Yeah, and then
weekly
at
phone
some
call.
point, I forget what was the...
You got my number,
spark.
I guess, and then you
gave me the number,
yeah,
for sure, yeah.
and yeah, like you asked me for my number, I mean.
Right.
And then like you're like, I'm gonna call you every Friday night or every Thursday night or something.
That's
And
incredible. I'm so brave.
So good. And it was in the summer, I think.
I remember we had talked a little bit about talking on the phone in order to study something because we had a couple of other classes overlap eventually.
Yeah, so this was like a couple years.
This is like, the year
maybe.
after probably math class.
Yeah.
So math class is really important because it solidified us as friends or something akin to friends.
Yeah.
And then we had English together. I know we talked about reading plays over the phone.
Yeah.
Maybe even that was our first phone conversation.
Yeah.
Is we did it to study. As summer was coming, I remember being like, oh no, I don't want to not be able to talk to Fatima anymore.
Right.
So I was like, we should talk. I should call you.
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah.
Yeah. And then you're like, I'll call you every week. And I was like, okay. And that was great.
I'm very bad at scheduling, and I was very bad at having, like, I didn't have very much structure in my life at the time. So, like, having you to call every week really helped. It helped ground me.
Yeah. I'm sure it helped you get through the week sometimes, too.
Oh, for sure.
And I'm sure it helped me get through the week sometimes, too.
I was dishoused during this period. Like, lots of stuff was going on. So it was really nice to have something stable when my living situation wasn't and all this stuff.
Yeah. And then, like, I would fall asleep on the phone. And
Samesies.
yeah, and then eventually, like, so then school started. Clubs were joining, what classes were taking.
I think I transferred. I switched my schedule to be in, like, physics with you.
Yeah, well, that was later.
Oh,
that was
okay,
like
okay.
after we were dating. Yeah, so I was like, I'm on dance team this year, I'm on dance team again this year, and I'm gonna, like, I'm really excited. We're gonna be dancing at the intermission for the school play. And you said, I will be there.
Okay. Yeah,
You said we will watch Grease together, and I will be there.
Oh, that's great. I did not remember that. I do remember that Grease. So that's our first date.
Yeah.
I said I would come to watch her dance at the school play, and I brought flowers. And we sort of watched the play together.
Yeah, so I think I had to be, like, in warm-ups and, like, with my dance team for the first act of the play. Right. So you watched the first act of the play, like, with friends, right?
I think by myself.
Or maybe by yourself. But you had your flowers. Then you came and you saw me during intermission. And then we were like, let's not watch the play.
Yeah, and even though like we definitely weren't allowed, we like
Yeah.
wandered off into the dark school,
Yeah.
and we sat by like my locker and hung out
Yeah.
and had like a talking chill date, and it was my birthday.
Yes, it was your birthday, your 18th birthday.
Yeah.
And so like I remember like we kind of were standing on the side, like the aisle of the auditorium, and I remember like people were watching us.
Oh really?
And
I
I
don't
was
remember.
and I was like, let's not watch the like, or it felt like people were watching us. you know?
Yeah, yeah,
So I was like, let's not watch the play. Let's just go.
yeah.
And so this is something that I just recently realized. Like, I think I was like asleep when I was thinking about this. Like, our relationship really flourished because we had sensory overload, and
Yes.
we needed a quiet space.
We both have sensory issues.
Yeah. So
We're not diagnosed as anything, but we're both pretty neuroatypical.
yeah. So needing the quiet. It was okay to be quiet with each other.
We were very happy to
Yeah.
sit quietly.
But we needed to be away from like all of the noise and the lights and the attention.
Yeah, so yeah, we definitely would go to school events and other events and then find a quiet place to be quiet. How did your relationship evolve throughout high school? So I think we just covered that.
Yeah, so we got past the whole like, oh, that's an interesting couple. Part of our relationship. You like integrated into my friend group.
We used to call it the group.
Yeah.
Your friend group. Outsiders would call your friend group the group. You were a very prominent clique in high school.
We were elite. Like, we weren't like the popular kids. We were elite.
Yeah.
Elite.
They were like prep. Prep means something different now.
Yeah. We were the brains.
Yeah, they were like not the nerds. Although some of the nerds
like,
were part of
the
it.
well behaved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the goody two shoes clique. They were the goody two shoes clique. And I was the most likely to get suspended for being a jerk clique. I wasn't a jerk, but most likely
but
to get suspended.
You were in that clique. You're the most likely to be accused of taking the insignias off of the Dell computers, right?
I did not. You don't think I did that, do you?
No.
Okay.
But you were most likely, you were first on the list, right?
Yeah, very often when somebody thought somebody was doing something wrong, they'd be like, let's find out. Let's ask Chris if he did it.
Yeah.
Which I found very offensive. I did not do very many things wrong.
Yeah. No.
I was just part of that group of people who did.
And you were like relatively friendly to the administration.
Yeah.
So yeah, not even relatively. You were probably like the most friendliest person.
Yeah, I was very
to
friendly with the
administration.
teachers. I was friendly with everybody.
We live in a, what's the word? Affluent
Yes.
area. So
We live in an area where there's like a very big economic divide between haves and have-nots.
There's equal opportunity to have a lot of money, whether you're a goody two-shoes or you're a baddie bad. And so sometimes like they would be afraid of the baddie bads if they're like,
if they had rich parents.
yeah,
Rich parents. Yeah. So I not only had not rich parents, poor parents. We lived under the poverty line my whole high school career, my whole school career. But also my mom was absent, like completely disinterested in anything to do with school. Never picked me up, never dropped me off, nothing like that.
Yeah,
Maybe not never.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
we
little unfair.
definitely saw a lot of like pull from like rich parents, teachers getting fired, and like all sorts of things happened throughout our school career.
Yeah, we had a lot of Karens, power Karens.
Power to the Karen.
No.
All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, yeah. So then like we got past that, and then like we were together. We were like basically all through senior year. I think like we broke up a little bit in junior year, and then like for all of senior year we were together.
Yeah, we had like a little blip in junior year, right?
Yeah, we were the couple that like the teachers would be like, well, what are you gonna do when you graduate? Like you have plans?
Like, how are you guys going to still be a couple after you graduate?
Yeah, and
I think like half warning and half hopeful that we would figure it out.
at first you're like, well, this is gonna be my high school boyfriend,
Right,
and
right.
then you're like, and then you'll figure it out then. But then
Totally.
we loved each other.
Yeah,
So
we
like,
really.
we thought we did stay together.
Yeah. Yeah, we. All right.
Yeah. So let's see the next.
What challenges did you face as young? The grammar's weird. What challenges did you face as a young couple?
This is where I think the norm of married high school sweethearts is you date in high school, then you get married when you're like 18, 19, 20. But like, yeah, as a young couple, like that was our challenge, right? Like I went to college, you started working, and like you started working young, like when we were in high school.
Yeah, when we met, I was working like 20 hours a week already.
Yeah,
And full time
and
in the summer.
I was expected to go to college and like become a professional. And
One challenge we definitely had was our families. My mom, who was my main
your main family.
my main family, yeah. She disapproved.
Yeah, so like this is weird. It makes sense for people to be like, that's not going to last, right? This is unusual, is what I should say.
That we ended up together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think like kind of like the protector came out of a lot of people, and like people didn't want us to get heartbroken. People didn't want us to get led astray, and
yeah, and then whenever there's an economic difference between two people, like you're always going to have naysayers. Like it's always it is not easy. We definitely have faced interesting conundrums or problems with
like also economic. The place where you are now, and the place where you're expected to be when like you start working. So like I was expected to go to school, become a professional, and then work.
Basically that. Just she went to college. It was very hard.
That was the main challenge. Like we weren't together like for a lot of the years that the difficult things.
Yeah, it
happened.
turns out the way we. Oh, so the next question: how did you manage school and your relationship? And I think basically we did fine in high school. We both supported each other very well. And then as Fatima went to school and I started working in earnest, we just stayed friends, and that was the way it worked for us.
That's how it had to be.
I was incapable of being in a long distance relationship. So like the first year I was okay, and then like, but I was never okay. It was always me slowly falling apart. And I think you too. We both need a lot of support. We are as a married couple, we spend a lot of time together. We really enjoy each other's company.
Right.
We work together as much as possible. And not doing that was hard.
Yeah. It was too hard. So we just like, and also like being like 19, 20, 21. Those are hard years. So like, we just took that off the table. And like any way that we could have hurt each other during those hard years.
Yeah.
It was a safe, like we became a safe zone.
Yeah. So I think this is actually really important. Like, I don't think we would be together now and married and happy if we tried to stay dating for those mid years. So one thing people always say is like, if you love somebody, let them go. And if they come back, it was meant to be. I think that's true. But I also think you don't know what the future is going to bring. So like if you try to hold on to something too tightly, sometimes you smother it, right? So we broke up and that wasn't easy, but we stayed friends and that wasn't easy. But we both really wanted that. We both knew that we were important to each other.
Yeah, and like we weren't like best friends all the time. Like we were best friends sometimes, and then sometimes we were like fair weather friends.
We didn't always have the same closeness. There was we were there for each other if we needed it. Right? Yeah. Like if I got a phone call from you, I answered, and I think the same.
Yeah, vice versa. Yeah.
What role did family and friends play in your relationship?
Okay, we definitely talked about that already. Like, there were social differences and like even like high school social cliques over different.
The group, her clique was very
supportive.
Well, eventually, But at first they were very standoffish. They were worried that I wasn't going to fit in. That like I wasn't the type of person that
Yeah, and
should be
also,
part of
like,
the friend group.
I liked you far more than I liked them. So
Yeah,
I
and there was
think
a lot of
there's also some
parties and stuff that I was like
jealousy there.
explicitly not invited to.
Yeah.
Some I think I crashed one. When did you realize you wanted to spend your lives together? I think this is
Yeah.
hard. I don't think it happens one time.
Yeah, it doesn't happen one time. Yes, I am the same person that I was when I was 16. I'm not like basing my life off of decisions I made when I was a 16-year-old, you know.
Right.
So like,
So we've made this decision over and over again
yeah,
to spend.
and
Let's say
in
we still do it.
yeah, in the first year of marriage, we're like, we will get divorced if we need to get divorced. So we have to keep on like continuing to make the decision to show up and be there for each other and choose to live, like, spend the rest of our lives together continuously. So I think that was important. Like, I don't know, like, when I knew you were the one.
Right.
Like, gosh, we're talking a long time ago, and I probably thought you were the one a lot of different times, right?
Yeah, I definitely did. I thought you were the one for a little bit, right, when I first saw you. And then I like put that out of my head. And I did become friends with you. Even though we were friends, I was like, maybe I'm going to date this girl.
Yeah. So then probably around, I think of a year, like 2012, off in like different parts.
Yeah, we
were like in different mindsets, but like we're both like kind of starting to settle a little bit, right? And like at least we saw ourselves settling a little bit.
Yeah.
And
I thought about settling down. I had done a lot of work on myself in the recent past. I had started like volunteering for a food pantry. I had changed my profession. I was trying to focus my life on something. I was doing a good job, and then we had been talking.
Yeah, I was finally done with optometry school, and like I think we both individually like were like I'm ready to try again. We started talking again more regularly, and then I was like, move in.
Yeah.
and then, but like we were both like, if I move in, then this is for the long haul.
Yeah.
Right?
So because I care so much about Fatima, from my point of view, because I care so much about Fatima, I wouldn't have suggested us getting back together if I thought it would only be casual, or if there was a high chance that it would only be casual, or it didn't have the opportunity to turn into marriage, right?
Yeah.
When we started this for the second part of our lives, I was like, I gave it a lot of thought, and I was like, would I want to spend the rest of my life with Fatima? And the answer was yes. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, then I gotta take this shot. I gotta take this chance. How did you decide to get married? Okay, I think I just covered that. It's not when I asked. That was just a common decision between the two of us.
So when he moved in, I remember even thinking like up until the point that you moved in, like we were talking about like having kids and stuff. But then when you moved in, I was like, this is my family.
Yeah.
And
I think in the first month we had a conversation where I said basically what I just said, which was like, this is to get married. At that point, when we moved in together, we decided we wanted to be married in future.
Yeah, but like, we were like being rational about it. But like when you moved in, like there was a shift, and I was like, this is my family now. Like,
yeah,
because like you have a shift from like your old family and your new, like this is my new family. And like that's when I started to feel that. We stayed girlfriend, boyfriend for a while after that.
Yeah, a lot of weird stuff happened. Life got in the way, and
yeah, not really in the way. Like we were still like, cautious. So and I don't think there was anything wrong with that. We were figuring things out. So, but then so it wasn't even that long, like 4 years. That's not that long.
What have been some of the biggest changes in your relationship since getting married?
All right, so like we had that discussion about if we have to get divorced, we will get divorced.
Right.
So let's do what we can to not have to get divorced.
Yeah.
There was a global pandemic, so we had to lean on each other
In a way that we
in a
hadn't.
way that we could have never predicted.
I went no contact with my abusive mother.
We moved in with my parents, and like those are all really big changes, right? I haven't ever had to do this, but like you started having to care for my parents because they are now your parents. Right?
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like,
well, those are the biggest. The pandemic, that
definitely the pandemic, and like we're together now. Like we're like together. Like this is.
Yeah, we are much more of a unit through the good times and the bad. Have really like soldered us together in a way.
Nothing can hurt me because we're together. And like I think that's the biggest change.
Yeah, when I'm having a hard time and I think of needing support, you are way at the top of the list.
I think about us living on the streets together and I smile. And I think that's like the biggest change. Like there's nothing scary.
Right. Like when I think of the end of the world, like you're there and I'm like, yeah, this is okay.
Yeah. And then I'm like, I didn't sign up for this.
How do you keep the romance alive after so many years? Whoa, ChatGPT. You're making an assumption about our age.
Yeah. And about our romance. And I'm offended. Asking for it. Right?
Yeah, that's like, communication.
Yeah, be clear about what you need.
Yeah.
Like if something is missing, what's missing. And if it's been too long since you've got what you need.
Yeah. And be clear about your capabilities, what you're willing to do, what you're not willing to do. What you are able to do, what you're not able to do. Romance specifically, we try to go on dates pretty frequently. We take any excuse for something to be a date, right?
Yeah.
We went and got donuts the other day, and like
that's a good date.
We just went in and got donuts. Felt like
getting
a
to
cute
choose
little donut.
The donuts, that's fun.
A cute little donut. That felt like a cute little date. So
cute little donut.
That might be part of it. Is we will gladly turn any normal thing into a date. Like don't let the mundane become mundane. Let it always be romantic. We're really blessed. We live right around the corner from the chapel we got married in.
Oh yeah.
And so we walk there.
We visit it almost daily. Yeah. We don't go to a restaurant just to feed ourselves.
No.
Like it's because
God, that sounds so sad.
Plan things, we talk to each other. Yeah, and then like this this is big in the romance thing. But if it's like a euphemism for like how do you keep the spark alive, I think it's strange because like I feel like the spark is bigger.
Number 12. What advice would you give to young couples today? So this question is so hard because we don't know.
Break up.
No, we don't know what young couples.
Reddit, dump them.
Oh my God, yeah. Reddit constantly, right? If you don't know Reddit, anytime anyone asks for any advice, it's break up, get a divorce.
Yeah, for young couples.
Well, so let me say, because I think this is really hard. Because that's the advice. Hang on, I just have to say this. I think it's hard for young couples. We don't know what it's like to date right now, right? Like we've not done any. I think I had a dating app for like a week, like 15 years ago. So like.
Yeah, and I never had a dating app.
Yeah. So we don't know. My advice to every couple, though, if you are dissatisfied with a relationship, and especially if somebody's pulling away, you got to let them go. You work on yourself because it doesn't necessarily mean it's the end, right? Just because you're not together with somebody doesn't mean the relationship is over.
Yeah.
I think that's my...
that's very nice. And, like, it ties to us. So... Like, if you're already a couple, that's what they're asking, right? Not if you're, like, in the dating scene.
Yes.
Okay, so, yeah, if you're already...
My advice was kind of break up.
If you're already a couple, right? Don't idealize each other. Like, support each other as the other person is.
Yeah, as real people.
And then also, like, a person can be a really amazing person and not a really amazing match for you.
Yeah.
So like make sure you're paying attention
Yeah, and also like
to that.
somebody could be an excellent match for you and not an excellent person, and that's okay too.
Yeah, and then
Right?
it's lovely.
You don't have to. Somebody doesn't have to be perfect in anyone's eyes but yours.
Right, yeah. So like any sort of checklists, like if you're making checklists, make sure that it's more on the right for me side.
Yeah.
And not the like a man in finance 6'5".
As an example, like I have an obsessive disorder, and that can make it really hard to deal with me. It's much less lately, and it's been getting better and better my whole life. It's something I constantly am working on. But I think for a lot of people that would preclude me from being a good partner to them, and it's a lot of work, but it's not.
Yeah, I have one more that's tied to that. You and your partner are a unit, and you are against the problem. You are never against each other.
This is so true. It saved us.
Yeah, like I am not against somebody who has OCD, right? I and my partner are against OCD.
Yeah.
And we do what we can to...
We're trying to get it removed from the world. All right.
Yeah, the problems that arise from OCD. I'm not against... Like you do you.
Yeah.
Like, I love your OCD sometimes.
Yeah, same. I don't... I literally don't know what it's like to live without it. So, like, it's not something I have.
Oh,
it's something
I'll
I
tell
am.
you how it's like. You lick...
Stop.
You know, like the top of the ice cream, you lick that.
How do you handle disagreements or conflicts?
You don't lick the inside of the ice cream.
We talk.
Okay,
We
yeah,
talk
say
and
that.
talk and talk.
Yeah, so we're not perfect, right? Like sometimes, like we don't argue, but like that's just because that's not our flavor.
Yeah.
Like we get very anxious and jealous sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah, definitely anxious. Oh, and depression sometimes seeps in, and we're like, then we get panicked about the future, and we're like, oh my God, I'm a failure.
Yeah.
And like, oh my God, you're a failure.
We don't stop talking about the problem. We don't stop being nice to each other, taking care of each other. Yeah. Although sometimes that's harder than you might think.
Yeah, we take our time, and I think...
Yeah, we don't rush to solve. If we have a big problem, it might take us a couple of weeks to come to some sort of satisfactory conclusion.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to like keep solving the problem as your brain grows, as you start to individually assess the problem. Like I just came to you a few weeks ago about a problem that we were having last year. And I was like, hey, listen, I think I really was overreacting a little bit, or I really was overstepping boundaries back then. And like I didn't know that until like I started to work on myself a little.
Yeah, you know what it is like I think in a lot of my other relationships in life, or before, not necessarily, is I've been very solution oriented, and like I want to solve this problem and then like put it behind me.
Right.
And we don't do that now. We constantly work to keep problems from being problems.
Yeah. Circle back in a positive way. Like, am I still doing this for you? Like, I know you asked me to start doing this for you like a few weeks ago. I don't know if I'm still holding up my end. Right, and like, it's usually not so concrete. So you have to like, that's why you have to dwell on it a little bit.
Yeah. And I think that's been instrumental in keeping us happy. Sometimes I know this is like a thing that comes up in media, but sometimes if we're having a disagreement or a conflict and we've been talking and talking and talking about it, we'll be like, all right, let's stop talking about it and cuddle and watch a movie or watch some TV. Like we don't need to work on this all the time. Yeah,
sometimes we'll do that, or sometimes we'll be like, you know, let's take like 3 hours and I'm going to do this for 3 hours. You're going to do that for 3 hours. Like this will help us to like mull over what's happening instead of just like feeling hurt at each other.
That's so true. Yeah. So something for me is I have a hard time thinking through things in the moment.
Right.
And I often
Everybody does. Yeah.
I often need a couple of hours just to like
Yeah, and then but we both are aware of what the other person is going to be doing because we need to make sure that it's a safe thing. And then when you're in a bad mood, it's really hard to choose a safe thing to do.
Yeah, so we help each other choose.
Yeah, so something like watch TV or play a video game for a couple of hours, and then we'll come back around
or do some work or something.
Yeah, often work is the best.
That's what I like.
Get you outside of yourself a little bit.
What are some of your favorite memories from high school? I ended up, and you didn't know this until recently, right? So I ended up, in order to kind of live up to the group and your clique, and also to be able to spend more time with you, I tried out for the plays and started doing the school plays.
Yeah.
And you were in the pit orchestra.
Yeah.
And so we did get to spend more time together than we would have otherwise. And
Yeah.
a lot of those moments, like when I'm at rehearsal, but, I don't need to be there.
Yeah.
And so we sneak into the auditorium or...
Yeah. Well, the auditorium is where rehearsal was, but we can sneak...
On days there wasn't rehearsal.
Yeah, sneak on other places.
Yeah, so I think one time we went to have lunch we just had lunch on the school stage.
Oh, yeah.
Because we knew how to get in and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, and sometimes they would be testing the lighting, and it was fun to kind of be on stage there. And
yeah.
Yeah.
People, at that point, we were both goody two shoes. I was the year after I was a bad kid, after we started hanging out, before we started dating, but after we were friends, right?
When you were in the group.
Yeah, I became a goody two shoes. I became part of the group, solidly. When you're a goody two shoes, you can get away with way more.
Yeah, totally.
Than when you don't care.
That's why you shouldn't skip class, kids.
Yeah, because if you just ask, sometimes they let you go. Yeah,
one time Mr. O'Donnell was like, if you're going to be skipping class, you can't be standing there. So we were at the doorway of my 9th period class on senior skip day.
Yeah.
And he was like, if you guys are going to skip, you can't be standing there.
Yeah, you can't just stand here. We did, our school had courtyards. They were not used by anybody until we started using them to have picnics. We just sort of...
Yeah, sometimes we would have lunch at the back baseball diamond, the one that they didn't play on as much.
Yeah, so as seniors, we were allowed to leave campus, and instead of leaving campus, we would explore campus and go find some place that people didn't go and hang out there.
We talked to the trees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so these are some of my favorite memories from high school. Mm-hmm. My favorite memories with you.
Yeah, definitely the play.
Mm-hmm.
The plays.
The plays, yeah.
Especially Anything Goes was probably the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really liked studying with you. I loved doing homework with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one time, I was talking about this a little bit earlier, we would read, when we had Shakespeare, we would, instead of reading it by ourselves, we would read it over the phone.
Yeah, I do not think I would have read Hamlet if not for you.
Same.
I just would have skipped it.
Yeah, same.
Guessed on the answers.
I found it actually, this is for students or people who want to understand Shakespeare. Hearing it out loud, and even hearing it out loud from my own voice, helped me understand it way better. Mm-hmm. And to this day, I read anything silently, but if I'm going to read Shakespeare, I read it out loud because it's just easier to understand. And I still read out loud to you pretty frequently.
Yeah, I read I recently read 2.
Fatima reads me graphic novels.
I read them graphic novels. And I don't tell them about the picture.
It works.
Yeah.
Weird. And she doesn't do voices either.
It's so nice. I love that.
Yeah.
What are we, Pacey and Joey?
How do you support each other's goals and dreams? Unconditionally.
Yeah, strong and hard.
Yeah.
So...
Maybe unconditionally is not quite true, but...
So when my sister got married, we were not engaged yet. Mm-hmm. And in her wedding, part of it was everyone wrote words of wisdom, advice, and stuff. And we said to honor each other's whimsy.
I do remember that. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't know what it was going to be. But yeah, honor each other's whimsy is exactly right.
Yeah. So
it's not always easy. We're kind of in the middle of the honoring part without the payoff yet. But
yeah,
we're both not sure, because sureness is not a thing that happens in real life.
We're not going to stop
But yeah.
until our whimsies whimsy us another way.
Yeah, so we are both pursuing careers that
Some might call whimsical.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm-
Let's leave it at that.
All right. That's everything.
Yeah, I thought those are great questions. I'm happy to do this again too.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to do some Reddit reactions where I'll read Fatima some Reddits and she will, and then we'll talk about them. But maybe we'll do some more AI, like AI asks us questions.
Yeah, I have a list of videos. And
We would love to do a comment response. We would love to answer any questions that you have or hear your stories.
yeah.
Are you a high school sweetheart?
Yeah, please tell us your stories. Like, we love both. We will collect as long as it takes us to collect questions and
Yeah.
make a video. We will make a video one day of comments.
Yeah. So even if you're watching this video in a year, feel free to leave a comment. We'll read it.
Hugs. Cuddles.
This has been something that we'll probably call Married High School Sweethearts Do Something. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.